Welcome to the LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Let's start with the course Mathematics 1. Myself, Kunal Patel. Today's chapter is same as previous chapter, Taylor's and Maclaurin's series. In this chapter, today's topic is again Maclaurin series, but with three different topics. First, we will see the review of Maclaurin series. That means we recall the Maclaurin series. What was the Maclaurin series that we just recall. Second, we will just write down the list of standard series which we have seen in previous lecture. We have just obtained, we have derived from Maclaurin series. Here we just list out all the standard expansion. And third, we will see the example using standard expansion. Okay, so let's have a look on first review. That means Maclaurin series. We know the Maclaurin series f of x is equal to f of 0 plus x by 1 factorial into f double dash of 0 plus x square by 2 factorial f double dash of 0 plus x cube by 3 factorial f triple dash of 0 and so on. Now by using Maclaurin series we have a list of standard expansion which are given here. First, expansion of e raised to x, we know that power of x with all term positive. Second, we have expansion of sin x with odd power of x and with alternate sign. Third, we have expansion of cos x, even power of x and alternate sign. Fourth, we have expansion of sine hyperbolic x. Fifth, we have expansion of cos hyperbolic x. Sixth, we have expansion of log 1 plus x. Seventh, we have standard expansion of log of 1 minus x. So these are the list of standard expansion which we will use in today's examples. So let's have a look on the example. Example number 1. Obtain the series log of 1 plus x and find the series log of 1 plus x divided by 1 minus x, and hence find the value of log of 11 by 9 to the base e. How we can solve this example? So first we will find or we will obtain the series of log 1 plus x. Then by using this series we will find the series of log 1 minus x, and by using these two series log 1 plus x and log of 1 minus x, we will obtain log of 1 plus x divided by 1 minus x. And after getting that series, we will find the log of 11 by 9 to the base e. So let's have a look on the solution. We have f of x is equal to log 1 plus x. Put x is equal to 0. So log of 1 plus 0 is equal to log 1, which is 0. Now differentiation of log 1 plus x is f dash of x is equal to 1 upon 1 plus x. Put x is equal to 0. So we have 1 upon 1 plus 0, that means 1. Now again differentiating with respect to x, we have f double dash of x is equal to minus 1 upon 1 plus x whole square. Put x is equal to 0. We have f double dash of 0 is minus 1. Again differentiating with respect to x, we have 2 upon 1 plus x whole raised to 3. Put x is equal to 0. We have f triple dash of 0 is equal to 2. Again differentiating with respect to x, we have minus 6 upon 1 plus x whole raised to 4. And put x is equal to 0. We have f 4 dash of 0 is equal to minus 6 and so on. Now by Maclaurin series, first write down the Maclaurin series, we will put the value of f of 0, f dash of 0, f double dash of 0, f triple dash of 0, f 4 dash of 0 in this Maclaurin series. So we have this series, and by simplifying this we have the series of log 1 plus x, which is x minus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 minus x raised to 4 by 4 plus and so on. Now by using this series we will find the series log of 1 minus x. By replacing x is equal to minus x, we have log of 1 minus x is equal to minus x square by 2 minus x cube by 3 minus x raised to 4 by 4 minus and so on. Now we will find log of 1 plus x upon 1 minus x. We know the formula of log a by b. Log a by b is log a minus log b. So log of 1 plus x upon 1 minus x is equal to log of 1 plus x minus log of 1 minus x. Just put the series of log of 1 plus x and log of 1 minus x over here. By expanding the bracket, we have this series 2 times of x, 2 times of x cubed by 3, 2 times of x raised to 5 by 5 and so on. Now by taking 2 common, we have the final answer of log of 1 plus x divided by 1 minus x. Now we want to obtain the value of log of 11 by 9. For that we will put x is equal to 1 by 10. So on the left side we have 1 plus 1 by 10 becomes 11 by 10, and in denominator 1 minus 1 by 10 becomes 9 by 10. By cancelling 10, left side becomes log of 11 by 9, and on the right side we will put the value of x is 0.1, and by using calculator we have the final approximate value of log of 11 by 9 to the base e, which is 0.20067. Now one more example using standard expansion. We have show that sin square x is equal to x square minus x raised to 4 by 3 plus 2 by 45 into x raised to 6 and so on. So here we have to expand sin square x in power of x up to only x raised to 6, up to the term including x raised to 6 only. So we know the trigonometric formula of sin square x, which is 1 by 2 into 1 minus cos 2x. Now we know the standard expansion of cos x. In that standard expansion of cos x, we have just replaced x by 2x and we can obtain the standard expansion of cos 2x. So here we have 1 by 2 into bracket 1 minus the series of cos 2x. So in standard expansion of cos x, we replace x by 2x and we will get the expansion of cos 2x. By simple opening the inner bracket, we have this, and by cancelling 1, we have this series, and 2x whole square, that means 4x square, 2x whole raised to 4, that means 16x raised to 4, 2x whole raised to 6, that means 64x raised to 6 and so on. By simplifying, we have this 1 by 2, by cancelling 4 by 2, that is 2, 16 by 24 is 2 by 3, 64 by 720 is 4 by 45 and so on. And we have taken here the term up to only power of x 6. Okay. But now by dividing by each term by 2, we have the final answer of sin square x. So you can see how we use the standard expansion. So you can also use the standard expansion in such examples where you know some kind of basic formula of trigonometry. Okay. Now we have another example. Let's start the example. Expand sin x into cos hyperbolic x in ascending power of x up to x raised to 5. Here we have to expand this function up to x raised to 5. So we will take the expansion, standard expansion up to x raised to 5. Now we know the standard expansion of sin x and standard expansion of cos hyperbolic x. So let's take first the standard expansion of sin x and second take the standard expansion of cos hyperbolic x. Now just multiply the standard expansion of sin x and standard expansion of cos hyperbolic x. We have this two bracket. Now by opening this two bracket, how we will simplify this two bracket? So first take x and multiply with second bracket, then minus x cube by 3 factorial multiply with second bracket, plus x raised to 5 by 5 factorial and multiply with second bracket. And when we multiply x with first bracket minus x cube by 3 factorial with second bracket, so x raised to 5 by 5 factorial with third bracket, we consider the term up to only x raised to 5. So multiply x in first bracket, so x plus x cube by 2 factorial which becomes 2, x raised to 5 by 4 factorial becomes 24, and so on. Okay, and when we will multiply x cube by 3 factorial with second term, so we have x cube by 3 factorial, that makes 6, plus x raised to 5 by 3 factorial into 2 factorial, that is 6 into 2, that is 12, and third term will be x raised to 7, but we consider only term up to x raised to 5, so we will just omit that term. Now multiply x raised to 5 by 5 factorial with 1, so x raised to 5 by 5 factorial, that means 120, and if you multiply x raised to 5 with second term, that it becomes x raised to 7, and we will omit that term also because we need the term up to x raised to 5. Now we collect the term with same power, so we have x plus the term with x cube, the term with x raised to 5, and by simplifying this we have the final answer of sin x into cos hyperbolic x, which is x plus x cube by 3 minus x raised to 5 by 30, and so on. So here in this lecture you have seen how we used the standard expansion in example. So you can also use standard expansion as well as you can use material series, but in somehow standard expansion gives easy way to expand the given function if we know the standard expansion. So here are some examples. Do it yourself. These are the examples you have to solve by yourself by using standard expansion only. Do not use material series. Now just use only standard expansion and you will know how you can use standard expansion in some kind of examples. So thank you for watching and keep learning, keep practicing. So the practice will make you very perfect, and we will see more method and more example in next lecture, and next lecture will be the last lecture of this chapter, Taylor's and Maclaurin series. Thank you once again, thank you very much.